Hi everyone, and welcome to another video from DisplayRepair.com. In this video, we'll show you how to fix the brake lights on your car. We'll show you some of the most common reasons for the problem and how to fix it. So stay tuned. DisplayRepair.com. Regarding tools, you'll need either a simple tester or a multimeter. Also, you'll probably need a spare light bulb. The usual bulb is either a single filament 21 watt bulb or a combined double filament bulb of 21 and 5 watts. The bulbs are the most common problem. Other parts you may need, depending on the problem, may be a spare brake light switch, connectors, or else. The usual starting point for solving the brake light problem are the taillights. So the first thing you should do is gain access to the rear of the taillight, take out the bulb holder and make an inspection. If the taillight bulb is the problem, you'll probably see that the glass balloon is black or dimmed, or the filament is broken or burnt out. However, if the bulb is okay, then you'll have to take out the bulb and use the tester or multimeter to see if any electricity is coming to the bulb. If there isn't, then you'll have to search further down the line. So this is ground zero for solving the problem. Here's also some advice that may come in handy, especially if you don't have a tester or multimeter. If you see that only one brake light is not working, then check the bulbs first and after that the fuse. Do the same even if both brake lights don't work but the third brake light does. But if all of the brake lights don't work, including the third brake light, then you should consider checking the fuse, brake light switch, or else. This is by far the most common reason and the first thing to check out. As mentioned, the standard bulb for cars is the single filament 12 volt 21 watt bulb or the double filament 21 and 5 watt bulb. The double filament is for when the position and brake light is combined into one. Just to mention that all of this of course does not apply to LED taillights. You'll easily notice the bad bulb as having either a broken or burnt out filament or even a dim or black glass balloon. The bulb is easily replaced. We've made a separate video on this topic, so if you don't know how to do this, check the link and see the whole procedure in detail. If you've concluded that the bulb is okay, next in line is to check the brake light fuse. Especially do this if you've seen that there isn't any electric input coming to the bulb holder. The fuse is easy to replace. The main thing to know is where the fuse box is located and what is the exact fuse. Also, and most important, always replace the burnt out fuse with the exact same one in terms of amperage. For instance, don't put a 25 ampere fuse in place of a 10 ampere one. Remember that the fuse usually goes out for a reason. Something may be critically wrong and needs to be checked out as soon as possible. We've also made a separate video on this topic that explains the whole procedure and matter in detail. Click on the link if you want to watch the whole video. When the bulb and fuse is okay, next checkpoint is the brake light switch. This switch is activated when you press the brake and it's usually located on a bracket just above the brake pedal. In order to reach it, in most cases you'll have to take off the covering panels above the pedals. After that, you'll have to use the tester or multimeter to see if there's electric input coming to the switch. If there is input going to the switch but none coming out, then the switch is the problem, or maybe the connector on the switch. Replacing it in most cases isn't that much of a problem. The usual scenario involves disconnecting the connector, twisting the switch counterclockwise from the bracket, inserting a new one and tightening it clockwise into place. The bigger problem in most cases is accessibility. One more place you should check if all of the previous is okay are the connectors and wiring. Two first places you should check is the bulb holder and the connector on the bulb holder. Both of these may get dirty, corroded, or loose over time and prevent a good contact. Another place to look is the rubber sleeve through which the wiring goes from the car body to the tailgate. Over time, because of material fatigue and bending, the wires may break inside the rubber sleeve, causing the brake lights to stop working. Also, you should check the wiring if some body work or other kind of repairs have been recently done. Sometimes there might be a damaged wire, loose connector, bad contact left behind, or else. If you have a trailer connector on your car, check its condition and connections. Do this especially if the brake light fuse is burning out all the time. Main reasons for problems is that the connector is exposed to weather and road conditions all the time, making it prone to rust, loose or damaged connections, broken cables, or else. Also, using a trailer that has a mismatching wiring connection will cause problems, and not only for the brake lights. If the trailer connector is causing the problem, you can try and use some contact spray, clean it or else, but the best solution is to replace it completely. For the end, there is one more reason for a brake light problem you should consider, although it's very rare, and that's a faulty ECU. Check this out especially if you've had recent major electrical problems like alternator problems, namely high alternator voltage, major short circuits, not connecting the battery properly, or else. One more important thing you should do from time to time is to take a look if the brake lights are working. It can pass days, if not months, until you realize that they're not working. No need to say how dangerous this is, both for you and other participants in traffic. So that's it for this time. I hope this video helps. Please like and subscribe, it's a huge help for what we're doing. Thanks for your time and thanks for watching.